where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fams on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena on. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your number one Chief Rock and Knicks University man, Uncle Freezy. And welcome to the premier Knicks in the Nighttime joint, the Knicks at Night podcast. I'm going to start off tonight, man, by just saying a couple of things. And I know if you read the description in the video, you know where it is that I'm going with the, where it is I'm going with it, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, let me see. Let me put it right. Just going to put it right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. So tonight, I want to start the show with something that is going to bother some of you. It's going to poke at your optimism. It's going to challenge your emotions. And for some of you, it might even make you rethink everything you've thought about this season. Because as good as the New York Knicks have looked early on, right? As good as the Knicks have looked early on, as much fun as it is to see this team stacking wins, as refreshing as it feels to finally see competent coaching, real structure, real chemistry, players developing in ways we haven't seen in years, I'm kind of here to say this. It's way too early to be talking about an NBA championship this season. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to Atkins, Miguel P. the son of the legend Kerry Cox. Allah wise, salute y'all. Salute. But it's way too early to be talking about a championship, right? Way too early. And before y'all roll your eyes and before y'all hit the comment like, yo, Uncle Freezy hating. Before we start with that, just understand this. We've seen this movie before, right? Not just in New York, not just with the Knicks, but around the entire NBA. Every year there's a team that comes out blazing. Fans start planning the parade, and then reality. That long 82-game, unpredictable, unforgiving NBA reality comes crashing down. Last year, we saw it with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Anybody remember that? Yeah, I remember how hot the Cleveland Cavaliers were, right? Yeah, I remember how hot the Cleveland Cavaliers were this time last year. So tonight, I just want to dig into something that's going to spark some debate, right? Spark some debate, something that's going to make you think deeper than we're 17-7. The arguments actually look at that takes the real legitimate April to June contender thing for real, right? So over the next month, this team is facing Orlando, Indiana, Philly, Miami, Minnesota, Cleveland, Atlanta twice, New Orleans, San Antonio, the Suns twice. Yo, in between some of those bad teams is a gauntlet, right? In between some of those weak teams is a gauntlet, right? And my advice to everyone early on, and I'm not here to squash optimism. I'm here to say this is a marathon. It's not a sprint, y'all. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. There are going to be changes throughout the season. Some players are going to get hot. Some players are going to get cold. Some players are going to get hurt. Some players may be waived or cut or traded or whatever. In an 82-game schedule, man, is key to remember certain things, right? For one, the Knicks, in order for us to even consider championships, the Knicks have to have consistency against top competition. Two, surviving the middle of the season when every team hits adversity. Three, a style of basketball that scales up in the postseason. That's one of the things that we need to be focused on, right? Just keep these things in mind, right? That even though, things look great now, and I'm all for it. But remember, the season, it's long. It's 82 games. Think about, man, right now, man, it's brick outside. Yo, y'all been outside today? Y'all been outside today? It is brick outside. Right? Yo, right now, the hawk is out. Right? The hawk is out. Yo, Jay Chosen in the building. Yo, I saw you, man. I had to do my monologue, though. I saw you. I just had to do the monologue, man. But yeah, man. The season is so long, and we don't know, like, right in December, the guys that are hot right now in December, we don't know what it's going to be like and when it gets hot outside. Right? Like right now, otherwise got on his size 7 Timbs right now because it's brick outside. You feel me? Like legit, otherwise got his Fulton Street puff jacket on right now. It's cold outside. You feel me? And so, the way we think now and the way we'll be thinking spring and then summer is going to be two different things. And what I'm saying to everybody is I'm not saying don't be optimistic. What I'm saying is, we should be considering the long game here. Right? We gotta play the long game, man. Like, because NBA fatigue is real. Right? Right? NBA fatigue is real. Like, legit. By the time January, February get here, people are gonna be like, oh, and you see them every year, man. Just wait till the trade deadline, and then after that, just wait till, man, the playoffs. Right? Hey, Atkins, right? That's what I'm saying. Yo, what? Salute. Yo. So, hey, salute to the ultimate troll, right? Salute to the ultimate troll. Otherwise, in the building, salute. Yeah, and so what I'm saying ultimately, what I'm saying to everyone is is this: do I want the Knicks to win every game? Yes, absolutely. Do I believe that they can win every game? Yes, absolutely. And I mean game to game. I don't mean can they run the table. I don't mean can the Knicks run and not lose again. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, do I believe that the Knicks can legitimately win games on the schedule, like every game on the schedule? I think so. I think so. Right. One of the things I spoke with someone I trust. I spoke to someone that's balanced, right? Someone that's smart, someone that's seasoned. And they told me, yo, dog, listen, the same thing you're saying about OKC is the same thing OKC might be saying about the Knicks. Like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I know we 23-1, but who's the best team in the Eastern Conference? OKC don't think it's Detroit. OKC probably thinks it's us. But in a long season, we're going to have our ups and downs. My thing is I think probably during the season, one of the kids will pop, and one or two of them will look like busts. Which player it is, I don't know. When Landry Shamet gets back, there is going to be an adjustment period for him to get back, right? East Blue Drew in the building says, OKC not worried about us. You see what they did tonight? No, that's not what I'm not saying OKC is losing sleep over the Knicks. That's not what I'm saying. What I said was OKC is looking at who the best team in the Eastern Conference is, and they probably think it's us, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, if you're OKC, bro, you probably like, who's the best team out there in the Eastern Conference? Yeah, it's probably the Knicks. It's probably the Knicks. Right? You know. And so when thinking about where we are at the beginning of the season versus where we'll be later on in the season, my thinking is that as this season plays out, you'll see more and more who the Knicks are as a team. More and more, right? Right. What I'd like to do as a Knicks fan that's been disappointed quite a few times is this. What I'd like to see is the Knicks just focus on one game at a time, keep guys healthy, right? Keep guys healthy, and just build momentum and chemistry so that when they get to the playoffs, they'll be clicking on all of their cylinders. Right? That's what I hope for. I'm gonna read a few comments out of the chat. Hey, so look, legit, put your best comments in the chat, right? Put your best comments in the chat, right? Like no lowball stuff, like no easy stuff, like, bro, we got to trade for Giannis. Like, put your best comments in the chat, right? Put your best comments in the chat, and I'll read one. Oh yeah, I like this comment right here from Lawaz. Lawaz says, we make it to the cup, we probably see OKC sooner than we think. So we'll soon see what up. Right. Right. YZ, I'm gonna just say this. I don't think OKC want to see us in that cup game. If OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges are healthy, if Mitch plays in that game, they don't want to see us. They not listen. They not. In my opinion, when it comes to OKC, them no worry we. Them no, they don't listen, man. I'm not concerned about OKC at all, especially in the regular season. If they beat us, they beat us. But I don't remember this season the Knicks being blown out all year. Maybe they have been. Have the Knicks been blown out all year? Let me go back and see. All right, I'm just going to see. Have the Knicks been blown out this year? The Magic game, that was a blowout late. The other Magic game, that was a blowout late. The Heat game, 115-107, the Heat were beating us kind of bad. We kind of made that score closer than what it looked like. The Heat, I think the Heat probably put it on us more than the Heat and the Bucks in those early two games. Now, right now, though, I think if the regardless who we play, regardless who we play, I don't think a team will blow us out. And if a game is close, I trust Jalen Brunson. I trust Jalen Brunson in a close game. Right? That's just how I feel. Salute, coach in the building. Salute. Atkins says we won't be at full strength for the cup game. Atkins, I'm not gonna lie to you. Look at me. Look. You hearing this from me, right? I feel like I'm a basketball man. I'm a basketball man, right? I consider myself that. And when I watch OKC, I see a team that plays unselfish. At the same time, they have an MVP caliber player. So even if, and I'm talking to Atkins, I'm just talking to Atkins. Hey, in a game with OKC, this is just me and Atkins right here, right? In a game against OKC, I think we can beat OKC. They're a great team. They're a great team, bro. Like OKC, maybe right now they're trending towards being one of the greatest teams. Right. Hey, Prezi, I'm trying not to, man. I'm trying not to. That's why I'm choosing my words carefully. I don't want nobody throwing flags on the plate, right? I think if the Knicks put their best foot forward, unlike other teams in the league, I think the Knicks can beat anyone in this league and not even be a question. Right? Like I don't think it's a question. I think the Knicks can beat any team on any night. And this is not me being a Knicks homer. I got a Captain America shirt on, man. I ain't got my Knicks shirt on. I got a Captain America shirt on, right? This is not me being a Knicks homer. This is me thinking the Knicks have all the modern ingredients to beat any team on any given night. The Knicks have a scoring hub at point guard. The Knicks have 3 elite wing players, 3 of them that they rotate, right? The Knicks have a defensive dynamo at center, right? The Knicks legitimately have the second or third best offensive center of this era with something to prove. My only concern, yo, Franks was good. My only concern is the bench. If the Knicks get something, anything, if the Knicks get anything, right? If the Knicks get anything from Yabusele, Clarkson, and Kolek, no team can beat us. No team can beat us. If we get anything, if we get anything from the bench, the Knicks are unstoppable. Right? Again, this is me and Atkins conversation. So if y'all listening to me and Atkins conversation, then y'all need to stop ear hustling and mind y'all business. Right? I'm messing. I'm messing around, man. I'm messing around. But if we get anything from the bench, and I mean anything, right? If we get anything from the bench, like if we get if say if Mitchell Robinson gives us 8 points and 14 rebounds or something crazy, we win. We blowing them out. If Mitchell Robinson gives us anything off the bench that day, we're winning. And if you're a Mitch fan and you hear me say, if we can get anything from Mitch, if you're a Mitch fan, stand up, bro, because you know Mitch is going to give us something. Y'all know Mitch is going to give us something, right? Right? And so if Clarkson and Kolek and Yabusele can give us anything, then I can't see any team in the NBA dismantling the Knicks. Right? That's just my take on it, right? Like, because I'm looking at the aspect of it, what OKC runs from what we see from early on. They might whip out something new, right? But from what we see, the OKC runs a lot of, you know what? You know what? I'll let the basketball people in the chat tell me what Oklahoma City runs. All the smart basketball people in the chat, y'all tell me what OKC runs. Offensively, what do they run? My basketball heads in the chat, tell me what OKC runs offensively. And don't disqualify yourself by saying like basic stuff. What does OKC run offensively? This is the chance for my knowledgeable basketball fans to strut their stuff. My basketball heads, man. My basketball heads. I need for y'all to tell me what does OKC run? No, he's moved to. I was looking for something different. I was looking for something different. And I'll say this, everybody. So I'll say this to also. Um, I'll go with some of this, but that's the icing. That's the icing on the cake. It's not the cake itself. So OKC runs a lot of back screens and rub actions that gets their very skilled players the ball on the move, right? They don't necessarily run offensive set. And this is me. I probably watched about, so was it, would they play like 25 games? I probably saw about half of their games. Right. So the stuff that I watch from them is a lot of rub action back picks to get their skill players the ball on the move, right, against a defense that's not set. That's why when you see SGA getting to the free throw line, is because the defender is always like just getting there and is like in these weird positions where if he's touched the guy, it just looks weird, right? And what that leads to is like their big scorers are generally bigger than the defenders that are guarding them. And so that gets you in a situation where guys like SGA can get buckets all night, right? A team like that that plays against the Knicks, and I know this is going to sound counterintuitive, right? But a team like the Knicks that's highly switchable, everyone from Mitch, OG, Josh, Bridges, whoever, they can switch those actions. And listen, I know a lot of people don't want to hear basketball talk. You just want to do topical stuff like sleeping on the top of the covers, so to speak. Right? The thing is, they are very switchable and they will punish you. I almost got a flag thrown on me, but I'll say this. OKC will punish you in the gaps. Like any overplay on their offense, like playing passing lanes or anticipating things, will leave someone else open. And that's what makes OKC great, because they do that for 48 minutes. And if your defense doesn't do that, isn't disciplined for 48 minutes, OKC will get a lead on you and you can't catch up. Right? Yeah, he's trusting you. I know. I tried to pause, bro. I tried to pause before I said it, but I can't explain it in a way without. So for instance, right? For instance, Chet Holmgren sets a down screen on SGA where SGA can run around another screen to come up top, catch the ball on the run. The Knicks sell out to SGA, but you know who's wide open in the corner for three? The dude that set the original screen, Chet Holmgren. So now you have to pick your poison. Right? Yeah, so now you know what I'm saying? So now it's like you have to pick your poison. Do you not overplay the SGA catch of the basketball and leave a corner 3-point shooter open, or do you play it straight up and hope that Mikal Bridges or Josh Hart can shut down SGA? Oklahoma City is gambling that no team in the league has 2 elite wing defenders. That's how they win. They're gambling on the fact that because if you have 2 elite young wing defenders, they're gonna gamble that young guys are gonna lose these battles because of experience, right? But if you have 2 older wing defenders, they're gonna gamble that you can't stay with them for 48 minutes. But if you're in that sweet spot, if you're in that sweet spot where you have a few wings that are switchable, and rim protection, then that's where a team can beat OKC. This is what I see based off of what I saw, or this is my analysis based off of what I saw. Now, I know all of y'all, I know yo, Miguel P, yeah, exactly. Pause, right? But that's basically what I see. How would Uncle Freezy defend it? How would I defend it? For one, I'm starting Mitch. Right? I'm starting Mitch. Tory B in a place to be. What's good? How would I defend it? I'm starting Mitch, and I'm playing Mitchell Robinson 35 minutes. I'm playing Mitch 35 minutes, and if Mitch don't want to play 35 minutes, you not coming back with me from Vegas. Legitimately, I'm laying down the gauntlet. Right? I'm playing Mitch 35 minutes. And if him and his representative have a problem with them playing 35 minutes in the Emirates Cup Championship against the best team in the NBA, Mitch not getting back on the plane with me. But I know Mitch is a hooper, so he would do it. Right? Yo, Spike, if you looking. So Spike, if you look at Spike, probably doped up, right? Spike probably doped up. He don't even know what that means. He like, yo, what that man doing with his fingers? Right? I believe the Knicks have the weaponry to defeat the Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't have I know Oklahoma City's defense is good, but no NBA defense is going to stop an elite NBA offense. Right? No NBA defense is going to stop an elite NBA offense. Right? That's just what I think right now, right? Also what I've noticed here recently, I don't know if y'all noticed this also. I'm gonna put this out there and y'all tell me if y'all noticed this too. Yeah, that's how we roll, bro. That's how we roll, man. I ain't got the Cazals on, right? Or the 12th graders. I ain't got the 12th graders or the Cazals. I got my corporate joints on. So, but anyway, I think the Knicks, that was nasty. I think the Knicks, Mitch would have to not play the game of his life, but have to be on the floor because they're going to look to exploit Cat, right? Cat is going to destroy every big that they have. But if he gets 30 and 20, their bigs are going to get 30 and 20. I think Cat is going to be a net neutral in this game, right? In the game against OKC if it happens. Yeah. 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 Well, the thing is, as Knicks fans, we can't go into the game defeated before we throw the ball up. Right? Like we can't be defeated before we go. You got to have some belief in you. The players have belief in themselves. But do the Knicks fan base have belief in themselves? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Do y'all have belief in your team or no? And I don't want to. I'm not asking that to be polarizing or like picking a bullying. Just asking, do you have belief in your team? That's a question for the chat. How much belief do you have in your team? Do you believe this team can win against OKC if we make it that far? Nick Yak in the building. Salute. I see the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I didn't get a chance. I was putting something together as usual, doing something. I should have been putting more notes together. Like I sent y'all an email, right? I sent y'all an email, but I probably should have been trying to put some stuff together. But here's the thing. OKC walloped the Phoenix Suns, right? But the Phoenix Suns starting lineup was Royce O'Neal, Dylan Brooks, Mark Williams, Grayson Allen, and Colin Gillespie. Off their bench today, and now mind you, this was a blowout early, so a lot of guys played. Nigel Hayes, the big center, Ryan Dunn off the bench, Rasheer Fleming, whoever that is. Nick Richards played 7 minutes. The rookie center out of Duke, Amalawach, Jordan Goodwin, and Jamari Bouyeya. Right. Dylan Brooks was 4 for 16. I don't even know why I'm discussing this. The Phoenix Suns are not even in our class. The Phoenix Suns are 14 and 11, and they're not even. SGA was 11 for 15, 3 or 4 from 3. The Phoenix Suns legitimately let OKC put up 43s against them. I'm looking at this lineup, this OKC lineup, and it's not that intimidating to me. I like AJ Mitchell. I like Ousmane Dieng. Right? I like Alex Caruso. I like Kenrich Williams. I like Aaron Wiggins. I like Jalen Williams. Right? Jalen Williams and SGA, though, are the focal points for me. I don't see a world where Chet is a factor against Cat and Mitch. I don't see that. I don't see that, and I don't see a world for that. Sherwin says Jalen Williams and SGR are top 15 players. I agree. I agree with you. I agree. I think they're top 15, they're top 15 contributors in the NBA, right? I don't think they beat the Knicks though, because the Knicks legitimately probably have 7 of the top 70 contributors in the NBA, if you count Mitch. If you count Mitch, or let me back off of that. The Knicks probably have 7 of the top 100 contributors in the NBA, right? You know about Brunson and Cat, and then you know about OG and Bridges, right? You know about Mitch. How many is that? That's 5. That's 5, right? That's 5. So 5. They probably have 5 of the top 100 contributors in the NBA. Nick Yak says in 1969, I've seen the Knicks beat the favorite Chamberlain Lakers 4 times. Exactly. Hey man, I was an arm baby, bro. So I ain't I'm gonna let Nick Yak tell that story because I was an arm baby. Like, you know how you alive, but you ain't. I was too little, right? So I was too little for that. So I'll let Nick Yak tell that story. But what he's saying, I'm on board with what Nick Yak is saying. Right. Right. My uncles and them told me in 1960, the 1969 playoffs, the Knicks had the better team. And basically what he said is the NBA did a Sacramento Kings versus LA Lakers for that young Knicks team, and it wasn't fair. Right? It wasn't fair. Like Nick Yak, so the year Nick Yak is talking about is the 69-70 season, and the year I'm referring to is the 68-69 season. Right? The 68-69 season, the Knicks should have been NBA champs, but they got robbed in the playoffs because it was like a Sacramento Kings, LA Lakers type thing going on where the league wasn't ready for the Knicks to take over yet. Legitimately, and Nick Yak can attest, there was a 6-year stretch where the Knicks could have been the champs at least 4 times in 6 years. The 72 Lakers were probably the greatest basketball team to ever play, right? The 72 Lakers was probably the best team to ever do it. So even though the Knicks won the championship the next year, that 72 team was unbeatable. Unbeatable. And I think they beat us in 72. I think the Lakers beat the Knicks in 72. One of those years, I always get those years mixed up. Right? I always get those years mixed up. 71, 72. One of those years the Knicks was injured. One of those years the Knicks were injured like that Tom Thibodeau team. Like legitimately the team was good, but there were so many injuries. Despite them playing their hardest, they just couldn't win because they didn't have enough bodies. Right. And then the other year, the Lakers were so great. I think 71 is the year where the Knicks had so many injuries that they could barely put a team out there, but they were still good. They were a great team. They just had too many injuries. And then 72, that 72 Lakers team was the greatest team of all time. And that 73 year, the Knicks were just, everything clicked and they won another championship. Right? By 1974, guys were a little older. I mean, the veteran guys were a little bit older, and so the wheels started kind of falling off the wagon a little bit. 75, guys were retiring and stuff. 76, they trade Clyde Frazier to the Cleveland. '76, they trade my guy Clyde Frazier to the Cleveland. I was gonna say the Cleveland Browns, Cleveland Indians, Cleveland Cavaliers, whoever it was. They traded him to Cleveland for Jim Clemens. 77, I think they draft Ray Williams. 78, they draft Bill Cartwright. 79, I think they draft Michael Ray Richardson. 80, they draft Mike Woodson. And 81, I think they draft Kurt Rambis. 82, I can't remember who the draft pick was. Right. 83, they draft Darrell Walker over Clyde Drexler. Yeah, I remember Clyde Drexler. He was on the board with the Knicks drafting, and they chose to draft the 1980s version of Frank Ntilikina. Same number and everything. Right? And they called him Cap, which was amazing. But anyway, my thing is this. If you believe in the Knicks, then you have no doubt that the Knicks are going to be able to at least provide 90% of what they do every night against OKC in a matchup if these two teams play each other. Right? If these two teams play each other, as the Knicks are going to at least provide 90% of what they normally do against any team. But here's the thing. Is 90% of what the Knicks do best good enough to beat Oklahoma City? That's the question. That's the question, man. Are they good enough? 90% of what the Knicks do, can 90% of what the Knicks do comfortably every night beat the OKC Thunder? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, everybody. Because at some point, this Oklahoma City Thunder team is not going to go 81-1. They're not going to go 81-1. Right? They're going to lose some games. And I think one of those games that they're going to lose is to the Knicks. I'll go back to their schedule. They lost one game this year, and that was to the Portland Trailblazers in Portland. They lost one game all year, and that was to the Portland Trailblazers. The Indiana Pacers took them to double overtime, y'all. To double overtime. Since then, they've been cruising. I mean, they have been cruising. I'm looking at their thing. Some of these games I remember watching. Some of them was snooze fest. At the same time, though, this Oklahoma City Thunder team is a great team. And so I'm not disparaging them. What I'm saying is that that team is good. We do this. Let me see. Okay. Ooh, not that one. I thought I sent. Okay, yeah, there it is. All right. Okay. All right, what else we got in the chat, y'all? What other questions y'all got? Okay, Trent Tucker. Okay. OKC looks like they won 16 straight. Looks like they won 16 straight. That's a lot of games. 16 straight, that's a lot of games. Salute Randall. What's good, man? Randall says Sam Presti's got to be one of the best unions in the business. Yep. Yeah. I think when he pulled off, and so one of the misnomers and around the NBA is that this Oklahoma City Thunder thing is happened over the last 4 years. Now, this thing happened when a brand new Sam Presti traded Rashard, what's his name? Rashard Lewis to the Orlando Magic in a sign and trade for a first round pick. That's where it all started. That's where it all started. Yo, Jay Chosen in the building. What you doing up down this time of night, boss?
This time of night.
What's good with you? You sitting in the dark, bro? You good?
Yep.
Salute. What's good? What's good with you, boss?
Chilling, bro. Been rocking with you all day, 8:30 to the next year.
Yeah. Right.
That's
right.
Enough light. You need more love. Just have.
Nah,
really
you good.
I don't
good.
want all that. That's too much.
Yeah, you good. You good.
Yeah. Yo, if you look at some of them drafts, man, what we missed out on that Drexler when you brought that up. Oh my God. But it's like that, you know. So I'm wondering if the question you're asking is, are you talking about this one game with them?
Yeah.
Or
in
the finals?
I'm talking about one game.
The one game?
Right.
I don't think there's any team in this league we can't beat one game.
Yeah, I'm doing it one game at a time, bro. Like, legit, we can't fast forward to next summer. We don't even know what the roster is going to look like when the playoffs start.
Right.
Right. Like, no disrespect to like all my Cat fans, OG fans, Bridges fans, Brunson fans. We might have Giannis by this time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't even know. Right.
And if you get an inkling that Mitch isn't coming back, then you're running him 35 minutes a game in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Period. If you get just the smallest inkling that you know, this whole thing that he has been doing with the 15 minutes, he's getting run 35 minutes a game.
Yeah.
You know. That's what you got to do. You know, period. That's and that will be the secret to the sauce. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, but yeah, one game at a time. I think that right now we look good. We're kind of cruising. We're gelling up. Like I do, you know, for a baby shower or something, for like a nice little party. Gelling up and shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, you making us laugh.
Yeah, word up. I'm wearing shades, but it's nighttime. I'm making duck lips when I dance.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, that's when you and your day. That's when you grooving. You and your bag.
The Italian comes out of me for sure, right there. Like,
yo, shout out to all my Italians everywhere, man.
Somebody touch my hair, they going like, "Oh, what the fuck?" But yeah, we look delirious at this point, yo. I think that we look good. We all know we're lacking a 6'10" player, a 6'9" player. But you know what? We thought we were gonna get something out of Yabusele, more time out of Mitch. So I'm gonna, it's funny that you asked a couple of questions. I want to answer them. They asked iHeart straight up what the difference was between playing with SGA and Brunson, and he answered it like I like the man he is. He said with SGA, you give him the ball and you get out of the way.
Yeah.
With Brunson, you give him the ball, you start setting picks, you start getting in a position, you start getting yourself available.
Right.
I thought that was a lot to say. I think how many plays do you think OKC runs? 4, maybe 5.
That's a good question. Give me a second to think about that.
Yeah.
Because are you talking about plays or sets? Because I know they run 3 sets for sure. Now, how many plays they run out of each set? They may only run 1 play out of those sets, right? They may run 2 plays out of those sets. I think
they have 5 in general altogether, maybe tops 5.
Their go-to plays, right?
Go-to plays.
Right.
Elway, whatever, hit you quick. Put the one finger up. Something's about to happen. That it's really, you got to remember too, and I know you say this, but you got to be pretty bad for a good amount of time to be pretty good. I know a lot of teams. Some teams are willing to spend money and consistently, make the pick trade and under the table trade. I always say, or get the next best star in there.
Right.
But this team now twice has been. Let's not forget that first team. The Durant, Westbrook, Harden, Reggie Jackson,
Ibaka,
right.
Reggie
Ibaka,
Jackson, Eric Mena, Nick Collison, Kyle Singler, Perry Jones. Like that team was young though.
I think that team was. Yeah, that team might have been. That's hard to say. I mean, look, SGA is special, but that team was crazy. Ibaka, right? You had your man,
Steven Adams.
Steven Adams was on that team. That's very good call.
Remember Jeff Green?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What was the other bit? The power forward. He's ESPN. I think you might have just said him. Commentator now.
Perkins. Jamal Perkins.
Perkins. Oh yeah, Perkins.
Yeah.
They were stacked.
Yeah.
People forget they had all the guards too. They had Reggie Jackson, the one that went to Detroit. They had
Eric Mena, Andre Roberson. Remember Andre Roberson, the 6'7" wing defender?
Of course, Andre Roberson, sure. He played there for a long time, matter of fact, Roberson.
Yeah, they had Thabo Cephalosha. They had a lot of good young players, bro.
Damn, Thabo Cephalosha. Yep, they danced too. That sounds like something you get when you go on a bad trip. Like you want to.
Yeah, they be like, "Don't drink the water, or you'll get Thabo Cephalosha."
Yeah, I need some cream for that Thabo Cephalosha that I got on the back of. What's on your neck, bro? You got that Cephalosha? It's bubbling. Get him some milk.
Yeah, my man neck looked like a Star Crunch.
That sounds like 2 different things. You either got the Thabo or the Cephalosha.
Wow.
When you got the Cephalosha, it's over. The Tambo, you got some time.
Right.
But oh my God, get him some milk.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. But yeah, that was that team was very promising. Look what that team did.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's also different basketball. Like, a lot of, that era was the beginning of the era of the three and me, everybody. Curry's team was about to pop.
Right.
But I think for sure and there's a lot of ifs though. Like Mitch has to play a full game. I'm putting Bridges. I would say that's tough, man. Because he's very fast.
Right.
Bridges on SGA and OG on J Will.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Mitch on Chet. Like
Right.
you're not putting Cat ain't chasing nobody around.
Nah. What the thing is with the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Knicks is we know, like we know that we can beat OKC, but we've historically had a weakness in our defense. The weakness in our defense against OKC has always been the outlet corner three, the weak side outlet corner three, where they'll have a shooter that will just stay in that place and just jack threes until they put the Knicks away.
Yep.
Detroit did it to us. OKC does it to us all the time.
Yep.
In this defense, though, where guys are switchable, though, I legit would say that we're going to give defenses a different look. And so while I'm not guaranteeing a win against OKC, what I am guaranteeing is that the Knicks will be competitive, is what I'm guaranteeing. That this game with OKC, not skipping Orlando, right? Because Orlando legit with Orlando having all those injuries, they still beat Miami, right? They still beat Miami, and Miami was healthy, right? Yeah. And so what I would say to that is this. I'm not sleeping on Orlando. I do feel confident that we'll beat them. At the same time, it's very dangerous to overlook any opponent. Anybody. Just like we say, any NBA team can beat any NBA team on any night. Yep. Any team can beat us on any night.
Any night.
Right? So, because what's good for the goose has to be what's good for the gander.
Machiavelli from last year with the Spurs.
Yeah. You remember how he got that dude got so hot, bro?
Yo, he must have had the Cephalosha that day because he was on stupid fire, man.
Right. He was video game, bro. He looked like a video game out there, bro. At the Garden. At the Garden.
I think on Christmas, if I'm not incorrect. Yo.
Bro, that dude's name looked like alphabet soup, bro. I didn't even know who he was.
He had no vowels in his name.
No, yeah, I didn't even know who he was, bro. But then at the same time, bro, he was so hot that you almost was rooting for the kid because them journeyman dudes that when they have their night, NBA or not, Knicks or not, we were already losing. I'm like, hey man, this dude right here is doing his thing, man, and I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
So
and that was tough too because I think we had played was it Charlotte right before them or something like that?
So, yeah.
We also like lost to them or some other team. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Right.
and that Christmas game, man, we were just hyped.
Right.
And this guy went off. I think that game got him the bag, right? Isn't he playing for somewhere else now?
We played. He was on Toronto the other night.
Right, we were watching. I was watching the game, and Clyde was saying this guy's got a decent move, but it's a hard last name to say. Something like that. But look, the Knicks.
Oh, hey, listen, hey, let me before you do your thought, let me put this on record because it came to me and I was trying to put it on wax earlier, and I keep forgetting. The 2026 NBA Finals, right, starts in Madison Square Garden, game 1 and 2 in the Garden against the San Antonio Spurs. I think the Knicks are going to beat the Spurs in 6 games and be the NBA champs next summer. That's my prediction. And the reason why that's my prediction is all the stuff that the Oklahoma City Thunder does, the Spurs have it, but they're just younger at it. Like legitimately, SGA is the MVP of the league, best player in the league right now, right? But the Spurs have Dylan Harper, De'Aaron Fox, and Stephon Castle. Those dudes can hoop, right? They have these veterans like Harrison Barnes, Luke Cornett. Both of them guys are NBA champs on other teams. Luke Cornett with the Celtics and Harrison Barnes with the Golden State Warriors.
That's right.
Right. Then they have wing players like Julian Champagnie, Keldon Johnson, and Devin Vassell.
Right. Yeah.
And when it comes to matching up all the wing players, San Antonio has more than enough to go man for man with OKC.
And what are you going to do about Wemby?
Wemby, I don't think OKC can do anything with Wemby.
Nothing.
They don't have
No, nothing. You can't do anything about him.
Nah.
Right.
Nah.
And the thing about their big man, if they don't even like Chet is a small version in a way of him, right? European style basketball, shoot from outside,
right?
Drive a little bit, got a little midi,
right?
So the only chance they have is using iHeart to try to bump him up, like bruise him up a little bit or something. But
right.
Now that I'm not into promoting companies that don't pay me or not, but I'll say this instead of saying the name of it. I like the daily fantasy stuff.
Right. Oh, okay.
All right.
Right.
And I constantly use Castle.
Right. Oh, because he
is a point. He is because you get points for everything you do, and then you lose only points for turnovers.
Right.
He hardly turns it over.
Right. Yeah.
He does a whole lot of everything.
Right.
Yeah. And when we were discussing that earlier, Chris Paul, the tutelage of Chris Paul, and all the things that he's been through. That's a very interesting cause. You know what? I would love that anyway, because that would be the Get Back series.
Right.
Oh, I would love to beat the Spurs in the finals, bro.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
Revenge is sweet, right?
Right.
Like you wait a long time to get it, but man, would it be sweet, bro?
Oh man,
would it be sweet? And the reason why I picked the Spurs though, and not, I'm picking to pick the Spurs to be in the finals is that whether OKC loses to Denver, San Antonio, or Houston, I don't think Denver or Houston would be able to beat San Antonio in the Western Conference Finals because of the same thing that I mentioned. I think the Spurs they basically have done everything right, so to speak, when it comes to drafting and putting that organization together. Right? They have all the wing players. They have guys that can handle the ball at every position. There are certain lineups that they run with Castle, Fox, and and for those that are, man, I'm doing plants, bro. So if I look distracted, I just got a joint from Home Depot. I'm trying to just so Jay Chosen, I stay busy, bro. I'm a busybody, bro. I can't.
No doubt.
Yeah, but I think the Spurs. I think the Spurs offer the kryptonite to all those teams. Like, 'cause when you think about how tall Houston is, San Antonio is pretty doggone tall.
Yeah,
And for as
can't
skilled as
get much
Denver
taller
is,
than that.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's what I want to put it on wax now, just so that if it does happen, people will be like, "No, Uncle Freeze ain't never said that." Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, all right. Look, we heard it here, right? We all heard it.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'll think about it. You know what's funny?
What's that?
That team, my whole life, that team has been called boring.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You've heard that, right?
Yeah.
It's always been the boring team. Even when Dave Robinson and Duncan and them,
Right.
it was the boring team. That boring team was dynastying people.
Yeah.
Had dynasty after dynasty doing things.
Yeah.
You know, and another thing is
they always have boring players, bro. Except Iceman. Yo, I don't know if y'all could see, but that poster right there is the Iceman Cometh poster. Remember the Iceman Cometh poster where he's sitting on the ice block of ice, the throne, with the basketballs like this or whatever, with the Nike tracksuit on. But anyway, to your point, yeah, I feel
yeah, definitely. I know. I love all the posters. The Harlem Nights.
Oh yeah,
Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Shot me in my pinky toe. Yo, I was gonna say I can tell you word for word that damn movie. Listen, so the thing about the Spurs is that they do not like it's sneaky, like dirty, but they do sneaky, intelligent, quick rebuild stuff. Like two or 3 years ago, they were like the opposite of what OKC is right now.
Right.
They were like 1-112. Now, then they made a move that think what they have, who they had, and then they bring in Fox. Like,
right.
What a move. What a move to bring him in. That
right.
At one point, De'Aaron Fox was talked about in the same breath as any top point guard.
Yeah.
So, you know, they definitely have. That's an interesting thing. You know, I would say out of all of them, you could never count out Denver.
Nope.
Houston is a very interesting team. I think losing Van Fleet, by the way, I think they're a little bit older than we think they are.
Right. Right.
Yo, they have a lot of big guys, but they might be top heavy.
They might be. They may be, bro.
You know, like there's such a thing. You know, for me, I think that we need to get a little more. I think we're guard heavy.
Right. Yep.
And we need to somehow turn. We have to kind of thin that out a little bit, and maybe somebody we need a backup power forward. And my response was, well, first we need a power forward.
Right.
But I do know that Cat is the power forward. But truthfully, Cat's a starting center.
Right.
So,
Right.
I think things are. I think I'd be happy if things stayed the same right now, and we didn't make any moves.
Right.
And I would be happy if we did, depending on what move it was.
Depending on what move it is, right? Yep.
Right, depending on the move.
Right. Right. That's going to be that's a trouble spot for us too. Because the thing is if you make a move, like, who are you moving? What player of value can you get? Right? What player of value can you get with the consolidation of players that we have? Like what? Like who's your target? Like what player are you talking about? And just you could just mention the archetypal player. It don't have to be a specific player.
Yeah,
but a player, a comparable player.
I would like somebody.
You already know how I feel about Jaren Jackson Jr., bro.
Yeah.
You know, I already.
I myself would like a player 6'9", but play 6'9", 6'10", two-way player.
A Jaren Jackson Jr. type player.
A Triple J type player.
Right.
Maybe a tiny bit bigger, but I could do using him. I got no problem using him.
You're looking for like a Chet.
That I would like that, because we already have. But then again, I also could see us using somebody who's just a good rebounder, get you about 12 points. We don't really need a whole bunch of scoring because we got scoring. Our core is just the floor itself could get you 100.
Right.
So, somebody who could block, set a good pick, like a legit pick, not like they really get involved, knock somebody.
That player is hard to find. I'm thinking, I don't know if the league has that player in it though.
Yeah. What team is it? Is it Utah? I mean,
you talking
Lori
about
marketing soft, like it's tough.
Yeah. Because what you're saying, weak side rim protector that's gonna stay healthy.
Yep.
Right. That can knock down open shots.
Yep.
Right. That's gonna rebound, set good screens.
Yep. And it's also not named Giannis, right?
Yeah, and also not named.
Right. So it's also not named Giannis. So
yeah, that's gonna be that's tough, man. Because it's damn near not fair, right? Because that player is, while it makes perfect sense for every NBA team, it's gonna be tough to find a player like that, bro. What about Nick Claxton?
It's funny that you mentioned that. I think when I think of Nick Claxton, I think of like Jalen Duran's little brother.
Right.
I hate when they use this term because but I probably use it too. They call it like the poor man's this.
Yeah,
he's the poor man, Jalen Duran.
Yeah.
I like Nick Claxton. I'll put Nick Claxton. Why not? I like him. I like the other dude they got too.
Sharp,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. The other big man that they what's the other big man they
How do you like Daniel Gafford from Dallas?
I like Gafford too, but Gafford is surprisingly small. You wouldn't believe it. He's like 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah, I saw Daniel Gafford before.
Yeah.
He's
But
what? He's tough though.
he's tough. In Washington, he was tough. When he came over he changed the dynamic in Dallas quickly,
Right.
overnight.
Yeah.
He was playing hard. I mean, I see it on the screen. I like Trey Murphy. I don't think
What about the big in Portland?
the big in Portland. You
The African dude, the African. He's older. He's like 28. I'll find him. Hold on, I'll find him.
Yeah, find it. Big in Portland.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
They have a couple bigs in Portland. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. There's like Quioto or something like that, right?
Oh, he hadn't even played this year. Oh, he hadn't even played. Is he hurt? The dude I'm talking about, he might be hurt. Oh man. Let me I'm gonna go to their official roster. Because he might be hurt.
I thought you were talking about this young man named something like Quoro or
no, not Tumani Kamara, not him.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
no, not Kamara. Kamara, I like Kamara. He's a power forward though.
Right. Yo, they have Robert Williams too.
Yeah, so that's the next question I was going to ask you.
Tom Lord.
yeah. What about? To me, he's he's a little Mitchish, right? A little lanky and could get hurt at any second. They're like cousins.
Yeah, he get hurt all the time, bro. As a matter of fact, he's out right now due to illness.
Due to the illness. He got the Cephalosha.
Yeah, he got the Cephalosha. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Tell him I'm selling the cream 2 for $5.
2 for $5
on the cream.
They got garbage down the way.
Yeah, they got garbage down the way.
Right.
You got to take the Wildies. You got to dye the blue with the cream. Woo!
Right.
Yo, they got garbage down the way. God. Yo, oh man. Oh, you got to be from wherever to understand that.
Yeah.
Oh man, that just brought me back to 40 different things. At least 36 different things. How about that? Boom,
How
boom,
about
boom.
that?
Yeah, I like a lot of these players, man. You know what? I was thinking the other day if the two big men that left Charlotte, they're in Phoenix now.
Yeah.
One got turned away by the Lakers. You remember Mark Williams?
Mark Williams. Yep. I like him.
I like him as well. When he went back to Charlotte, he balled out.
Yeah.
He played really well.
Right.
Nick Richards is but Mark Williams is good, and he's like 7'1".
Yeah. He's an athlete too, bro.
And he's an athletic player, big time.
Yeah.
And you know what? They stink right now, Phoenix.
Yeah. And
we could
probably
get him for like a plate of my mother's pasta. Like, all jokes aside, like, I forgot the games are still going on. Oh, that's why the Spurs are doing them dirty.
But yeah, the Spurs whooping the Lakers, bro.
Oh my God! Look what they did to the Suns.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Suns are, yeah, that's why I'm saying you're right about the Suns.
Why can't, you know what? For real, and he only played 19 minutes, that dude. 9 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. But for the year, he's got 13 points, almost 9 rebounds, on a steal and a half, and a block.
What are you willing to give up for him?
Mark Williams.
What are you willing to give up for Mark Williams?
Probably Bronson. No, I'm only playing.
Yeah, I know. You see, I didn't even know I was going to get serious as well. Like, bro,
I got the cephalosis. Sorry. I'm trying to recover.
Stop playing with me. Like,
I'm just in the top of stage.
Chat, you saw my eyebrow. My eyebrow was like,
yeah, what? You almost agreed too, because you thought I was going to say something different. You're like, yeah, that would be good. Wait, no, what?
What?
Yeah.
Man.
No, what am I willing to give up for him?
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting, B. Due to the talk that you had earlier, that we were having earlier, like about like Dottie and people like that, and what you thought the future held for them.
Right.
Look, let's keep it really fresh, right? Like, we just lost Pete Alonso and Diaz, right, over in the Mets.
Yeah.
And when we picked up Diaz, I knew he was the best reliever in baseball because my friend's a Seattle Mariner fan, because he grew up watching Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
So I knew everything about Diaz, because all he would do was talk about this kid. I knew that we got the best reliever at the time.
Right.
We were afraid to give up a young man who was supposed to be the next left-handed Mike Trout. The man has played 5 years. The best year he ever had was 10 home runs.
Yeah, you're talking about Jared Kelenic, right?
Kelenic, exactly.
Yeah.
Because it was either Kelenic or McNeil. It was Kelenic or this. It was whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't give one heck about Kelenic. I said, let him prove it to me. Show me.
Show me. We got to see it. Instead of all this stuff, tell me about it.
Yeah. He's playing babies down there. Sometimes.
Like the catcher we got out. Remember the catcher we got out of Georgia Tech?
Yeah.
The catcher, he's hitting. Oh, he's a fast, but bro, I ain't seen that dude since, bro.
Yeah, I don't even remember. Right, I can't even tell you his name right now.
I can't even remember. All I know is he wear glasses, bro.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna do nothing.
Yep. And then even now you look around at that team. We'll get into that later, because I could get lost in the conversation about the Mets. Right. But my whole point is, like, I see people talking about Zion lately. I mean, imagine if you were the team. Imagine being the Portland picking Greg Oden.
Right.
So my whole thing is this. We could get rid of a pick, and you name it. Something else. I'd rather not give up, people who are going to be part of the immediate team. I don't see myself giving up but like I think the guy has 2-3 years left on his contract.
I think so. I think
I was looking at it recently, because on this one app, it allows you to put in the guy, and then if you want to make a trade, it will allow you to put in the names of the people, and if the money works, it says you could do it.
Okay.
And now, if they want to play hardball and say, all right, but you also got to take Brooks, or you got to take somebody else because we don't want to just give up one person. I don't know. But are they really going to do that? You know, if they say something like, you got to take Nick Richards too, all right.
Right.
That's 2 7-footers. Fine. Put them at the end of the bench. Whatever.
Right.
I just don't want, like, what's the difference? I mean,
I think they would want Mitch.
You think they would want Mitch for Williams?
Yeah, at least. And but it's not because of what we think on the surface. It's not that Mitchell Robinson is going to make them a championship contender, because they need more help than that. But
I can tell you what you're thinking.
But what it does do is when Mitchell Robinson's contract ends, they can let
the books.
Right. And then that'll bring their salary cap down.
Yep.
They'll get under a certain apron, and then they have the flexibility to rebuild the team.
That's correct.
Right? Yeah. Yep. So that's what they would want Mitch for, because of the contract. Even though Mitch is a great player, Phoenix is in that situation where they need to rebuild around. See, the thing is with these teams that have young stars is this: you get a limited window to win a championship before these dudes start before their biological clock start ticking.
Yeah.
Right. Like before Devin Booker is like, hey man, we done this for like 12, 13 years, bro. I'm never gonna win a championship here. I need to go somewhere else.
Yep.
The same place where Giannis is at. Like
the Gary Paytons, the Karl Malones,
the Kevin Garnett's, the Kevin Loves, you know what I'm saying? The Karl Anthony Towns, you know what I'm saying? Like those type of guys. They're like, yo, I done played so many games here, man. I need to go somewhere else.
100%.
Yo, hey man, I gotta run though. I gotta run. Hey, let me first thank you for coming through, hanging out with us. You gonna hang out tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm definitely, man. If I don't see you in the morning, I'll see you at night.
All right. So
I'll be sad to wake up though.
Yeah, I'll be sending an email out with the topic. So sometimes I get to the topic, sometimes I don't. It's just how the flow of the show goes. You know what I'm saying? So
I enjoyed what we talked about. We're good.
Yeah, man. Hey, chat, thank y'all for coming through and hanging out with us. We're gonna get out of here. Peace, y'all.
I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity. This might